Huh?
Fake confidence.
Fake confidence. That's what I've been doing so far. But in person, it's gonna be a real challenge to my acting abilities. My FE will be tested.
She's gonna look straight through you, and it's gonna be awkward.
Crap. Oh my god.
Or your brain will stop working in the middle of it.
I have
Before
to
you
go
get
through with
anywhere.
it though. I have to go through with it because this opportunity is something Ken is jealous of. So
But how are you gonna, make her believe your confidence without staring her in the eyes? Or something?
Well, you don't meet her on her ground.
On her
Like
ground?
you define the boundaries. Like not just the boundaries. Like you define what energy you're confident in.
Oh, right. Or just as you get in the door, just get on the floor, slave. Or something.
yeah, I think the more I say, the more chances I'll f everything up. So I should just
So
go
you just need
quick
to step
to
on
the
her right away.
yeah, step on it right away. That's it. Just instantly start bossing, commanding her. From the
Part of that
very
is if she's looking to get bossed around, she might also be looking to push back. So that's why I said you got to define what the confidence is. Otherwise, because if you're just like get on the floor and she's like no, what the fuck are you gonna do? Are you just gonna be like oh shit, sorry, and then that's the end of it? Get on the floor, please.
These are things to think about. No, we
Make
haven't
it more
discussed.
psychological. Invite her in. Make no attempt to order around in any way, and then just monitor what she's doing, and then build a case against her.
What? Is that
If she's looking to get bossed around in a particular way, just don't meet her on that battlefield.
Okay, she says, I said, are you trying to get me to come over? She says, is it working? I said, if I tossed you on your back, would you still try to be on top? She said, no, I like to be bossed around.
Since she's ESTP.
Sounds ESTP, right?
I don't know.
ENTJ, ENFJ, maybe?
Maybe some fucking TE value or yeah, that's right. Tell me what the plan is.
She's got this Instagram where her and her friend get without their clothes, and except they cover up there's certain parts with food. So she's an exhibitionist. She looks like a censor.
Most likely.
She's a nurse. Nurses are censors usually.
They have to be to survive. Yeah, I don't think ESTP nurse either. That's weird.
So what the heck kind of type is she then?
Like, why
ENTJ,
not?
maybe?
Why not
Like,
ESTP?
how do you know she's TI at all? Like, how do you know she's not an ISFP or something? Is she outgoing?
I'm not sure. I'm going off the little info that I have, which is from her pictures. Her very short description is like SP-ish. It says about, we all like dogs and Netflix and whiskey and being outside, so can we just stop with that? That's all she wrote.
Why
Yeah,
is that
that's
SP?
That's just their
because she
vibe.
just described physical things and being like, let's not deepen it any further. Let's just keep it.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like
Or maybe that things she doesn't like. Let's just stop with that.
She's not like
I interpreted it as like, let's just keep it at that. But yeah, maybe she meant it that way.
well, she's saying like those are the cliche things that everyone says, so let's just skip all that cliche stuff.
Yeah, that doesn't
Yeah,
have to mean
basic.
anything.
She thinks it's basic stuff.
Oh.
So basically, she says nothing about herself in her profile.
Yep.
It's just like sarcastic, wise ass remark.
Can you link the Instagram?
I could.
So do it.
You want me to? I could do it.
That was the insinuation with
Are
asking.
the comments recorded?
I don't know. Kevin will take your girlfriend. Yeah, I gotta leave the house to do that. Is that Margie? I can't tell. I can't tell who's here. Yeah. What up, Margie?
So yeah, are we in agreement that she's ESTP?
No.
Damn it. Alright, I guess I gotta show you more info then.
No, but think Bliss, ENFJ.
ENFJ is not this soulless.
Yeah,
She has no
they kind of
soul.
they don't have souls.
I work with an ENFJ and she's very determined to help the whole world. She's very emotional and authentic and a wonderful person. And SPs...
Yeah, she strangles kittens for sure.
No. ENFJ is good people. All NFs are good people.
Ugh.
Except you can.
No, thank you.
You'll figure it out.
I'm coming to the hive mind right now.
Or maybe she is some crazy introvert.
Yeah, maybe she's like me and she spent all of her life inside and she's just speculating a lot of shit. She's just like, oh yeah, I'm totally into being tied down and shit like that. And you're going to be like, hey, and you're going to put your hand on her shoulder and she'd be like, hey.
Yeah, but isn't it like the quiet ones are the crazy ones?
Are they?
I don't know. I haven't dated women.
Oh, is it just women? So wait, the more I talk, the more sane I get?
No, more like you are to show the crazy.
Yeah, I am implying that ESTPs are soulless. Blanky, would you happen to be one, or why do you care? Call me bruh. That's such a ESTP thing to say. Bruh.
Bruh.
Show me your basic... Turn on your video camera and show us your basic face. With your basic shirt and your basic...
Is that Koto?
Yeah, I
Well,
think he
then
went
for
to bed.
sure it's an ESTP. It is Koto. The resident ESTP.
I don't think he's ESTP, man.
Where do you think he is?
Maybe he's a strange fucking case of ENTP or something like that, but I don't know.
I think his ESTP-ness is like a facade that's covering up his true nature.
Give me a sec.
You don't gotta be an E-Koto.
Yeah.
I think since he's in the military,
INFP.
since he's in the military and he's trying to be all a gangster drug dealer and shit, he's got to put on the ESTP facade.
I mean, he could be INFJ. I mentioned that to him before.
But I told you, Susie, that my first feelings from him was that he was too. He gave off a F vibe to me.
Yeah, I have no idea. He's all over the place. He changed from week to week.
I think he's just surrounded by a bunch of boring ass people.
He's bored as fuck.
Oh no, it's
Maybe.
cool. It's cool. It's cool,
However-
Marja. What? A blanky's a blanky, man.
Yeah.
Fucking Marja though. Fucking.
However, Koto does the blanky thing from time to time.
So
There
he
you
can
go.
hear, so he can hear people talking shit about him.
Did we do that? No. He's gonna hate.
I don't hate you, Koto. I was just instigating you to reveal your identity.
Tim the instigator.
What? What about?
Be like that with the ESTP chick. Instigate shit and see what happens.
What about
That's-
Margie?
Yeah,
Socionics.
that's
Well,
a good idea.
what about socionics? Jesus. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Would I watch?
I'd watch.
Margie? I would watch. And if you were talking, I wouldn't even need ASMR. I'd just put it on repeat and use that to go to sleep.
What is ASMR?
It'd just be like, Margie would be like, all right, now we're going to be talking about socionics, Model A. And I'd be like, on the upside, though, it would, well, actually, no. Both upsides. There's no downside. I'd probably understand it better because I'd go to sleep listening to it.
Ken, you're a naughty boy.
Jesus Christ, you're making, whew,
You're a naughty.
goddamn, right?
I makes it rain.
Can you record a video though? Because I'm gonna need to put this on repeat.
I think this is recorded.
Yeah, but then I'm gonna have to go and do the thing with the thing and the other thing and the thing.
Yeah, why can't you do the thing for once?
Me?
Yeah.
No. Here's my reason. They're like, why can't you do the thing? I'm like,
Because no.
Because no.
That's such an answer that irritates INTPs. That's not a reason. That's not a real reason. It's not logical.
It's stupid. What?
Well,
No, I'm just being rude. You kinda like it.
yeah. I do. It's like,
turning evil.
When did it start?
When you arose to power, the evil began to creep into you.
So corrupt, much amaze. Abusing all the power.
Yes.
Jesus, Rain. Goddamn, do you have no desire to perform, sir? Wait, you're gonna have nightmares, Margie?
Why don't you like the whispering?
I'm telling you, dude, if Margie were to whisper stuff to me, my life would be complete. Ken, what? You're funny. I don't know how to react when you say that. Because you're like, you're funny, Ken. And I'm like, in text, I don't know how that, like, I don't know if it's like, oh, you're funny, Ken, or if it's like, you're funny. Ha. Ha
Hey,
ha
Ken.
ha. What?
Hey, Ken, do something funny.
Ryan, I'd do something funny, but I ain't fucking you. Not funny enough.
Hi, Taylor.
Oh no, did Margie leave? Oh wait, no. I just Momento.
Back is refreshing.
Did you whisper something?
Yeah. Half the
I
room
thought you
is.
did, but then I was going to ask him this, like one of those things where it feels weird asking someone to speak for that. Well, you have the creepiest whisper.
Yeah, I was kind of into it when Rain started, but he fucking he's not cut out for the business.
What were you guys doing before I came here?
He was calling me a naughty boy in a whispering voice, and I was into it until he kept pushing it.
He begged me to.
Yeah, I did.
All right, sorry I asked.
Yeah, Rain thinks he's got something going with an ESTP who apparently they're an ESTP and they want to be dominated, which I mean I'm not denying is a thing that exists, but I don't know. I feel like maybe for Rain it's a trap. Like they're like, oh yeah, I totally want to be dominated, and she just wants an attacker. That way she can suplex him.
Hello.
I have more faith in you, Rain. Beat the pussy up.
Oh, you guys are still wanting to see the profile?
Yeah. Thanks, Marjay. Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, post her Instagram so I can decide whether or not I want to try to steal her.
Bye, Margie. Nice to see you too.
Margie's a type 5. What she's displaying on the video feed is the state of existence in which she inhabits. It's the disembodied void of the type 5.
Super depressing.
What? It was refreshing.
The void, it's the disembodied state of the type 5.
It's also a Nine Inch Nails song.
The
Which
void.
part?
The Void.
Oh, okay.
It's also what we called the slut in high school. If you fucked her, you fell into the void.
Ken, do you have WhatsApp or some kind of messaging so I can send you pictures or whatever?
Are you on the TWFB Slack?
Come on, put it here.
I can't. There's no way to post a photo on this thing. There's no way to link it either.
Are you in Slack?
Because it's
Slack,
like a.
Facebook,
Send it on WhatsApp and I'll put it in here.
Pornhub.
Okay. Susie's on it.
Yeah, Margie, can you tell me things about things? Okay, thanks. Yeah, you're right. Sorry for trying to engage your NE too hard there. I don't know. Tell me your cutting edge research on socionics. I'm sure a lot of it pertains to Beta Quadra. What's something you learned recently that you're gung ho to share?
You're that person at Thanksgiving that everybody fucking hates.
Who is?
You want to ask everyone what they're thankful for this year.
Did those links work for you?
That is totally not me. So fuck you with the insinuation.
I am still holding the insinuation.
You can hold it, but you're gonna keep holding it.
It's going to evolve into an insemination. And you're not like it.
And insemination, Jesus.
I ain't gay, but I'll fuck you between the point.
So you figured out the pattern from Model A to Model G. It's the pattern if you can make it succinct enough. Oh wait, am I supposed to scan the shit with the phone I don't have?
Okay, then it's not working for you. I'll find another way.
You probably say or think that sentence more often around us. Okay, so that's not working for you. I'll find another way to accommodate your incompetence.
Something like that.
INTPs are the best.
With hypochondria. And they're not quite as funny.
What?
Except for when they do it on accident.
INTPs are fun on accident?
INTPs are like ENTPs with hypochondria and who are not as funny.
That was the worst framing ever.
It was followed up by, except for when they're funny on accident, which you demonstrated like, what? It was very self-indulgent.
Of course it was.
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, if you've got to indulge in something.
Sloppier.
Hmm?
We're sloppier than INTPs. They're
For
consistently more. We mess up a lot.
Oh, for sure. But, Nick, if we've got to frame it somehow, why would we choose the side of fairness when we can choose the side of self-serving interest?
So
I'm
I like to under-promise and over-deliver.
not promising anything.
What?
You sound like you have a cold.
Never mind, I saw that last one. It was the first two that didn't load.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me?
No, it's your
Okay, because it said having trouble sending audio to the blah blah blah. Zach is going to try coming over later. The room was full a couple minutes ago. He's boiling water though. He's making macaroni and cheese.
Are you happier now, Josh?
Yes, I am. I'm actually calmer. I don't know. I feel
Euphoria has a calming effect on people.
What?
Euphoria has a calming effect.
Yeah, yeah, but I feel less talkative. I guess I don't know.
Because you're less hypochondriac.
Yeah, that's true. I could take some Klonopin, but I said I didn't need to. Kind of jitteriness of the cocaine's effect on the peripheral nervous system. Putting everything in right angles.
Oh, you just did some blow, Josh?
Yeah. After he came over, my pot dude has been working a real job lately, and I haven't had any in like a month, and I'm like going crazy. And one of my best friends, Bernadette, she came over to get some money from me, and she's gonna get me some tomorrow. But she had some blow with her, so she some, and I think she's coming back. She was going out to hit last call at a bar, but I couldn't leave because I got to be here take care of my brother just in case he wakes up and needs something. And but I think she's coming back. No Pepsi for you. Pepsi's good if it's cold. Coke is better if it's gotten warmer, but Pepsi is way better if it's ice cold, in my opinion.
Better if it's out of a can. Pepsi's better out of a fountain.
It tastes more sugary though.
Right. And Pepsi's, and Coke's got more of a flavor. I'll be back in a second, you beautiful sons of bitches.
All right. What is your name again? I always forget it. I'm writing down names because I'm bad with names.
Ken?
Yeah. Ken. Yes, you. Ken?
Paul.
Paul? Who's
No.
Tim.
Oh, that's Ken.
You're Tim?
No, I'm John.
John.
I'm Ken, for fuck's sake, dude.
Because I take everything like literal, and I'm not good at humor. Oh, there he is. He's back. How's your macaroni and cheese? Is it boiling correctly at 212 degrees?
It's tubular.
It's bodacious and gnarly and all that kind of 80s shit. All right. Tim, really? That is your name?
Ken.
Ken. Okay.
K.
Well, so you fucked with me. All right. Bold. Ken. Zach. Susanna.
Zach, you muted, bro.
Your name is Sturgill. Sturgill Wilkinson. What's your name now?
Why Sturgill?
You know what, dude? Stop making fun of his name. Okay.
Okay. There.
So Zach, I think I asked you how your macaroni and cheese is going.
The water's boiling. I just added the noodles.
Okay.
Very exciting stuff.
You put butter in with it?
I'm going to put butter in after they're al dente and I pour out the water.
Yeah. I like the powdered. I like powdered macaroni and cheese better, but I hate when it gets all like the powder gets all clumpy, you know?
Yeah. You just got to make sure that you add enough milk and stir it well.
Where are you from? Because you're saying
Colorado.
All right, you're pronouncing.
Did that trigger you?
You're pronouncing milk. You also say.
Got to put enough milk in it. I
say,
said milk, right?
You also pronounce crayons crowns.
I never said. Wait, what? Crown?
What are the little?
Oh, crayons.
Yeah. Some people say crowns. Do you say pop or do you say soda?
I don't ever say pop, so I guess soda.
Thank God. Thank God.
You know what? Sick of your shit. Okay?
I say pop.
Yeah, pop is definitely an Ohio thing.
Yeah, that's true. My family in Ohio all say pop. Everyone in Texas just calls it Coke, whatever it is.
I
They're a
know.
Coke.
Or Coca-Cola. I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana originally. I lived there until I was 10. Luckily, I think I avoided the accent. I'm sure I avoided the accent. I learned to speak by watching the news. I imitated the accent that was on the news because I was disgusted with the way people spoke. And,
Is that why you're listening to the news now? You're just trying to maintain that.
no, it's just all that I'm interested in. I don't like fiction, really, anything. I do watch Game of Thrones, though. That's a pretty cool show. And I liked True Blood. That was a good show. And I liked The Sopranos. That was a good show. But I can't read fiction. My favorite books are like textbooks because you can read them non-linearly.
Oh yeah, I like that too. Non-linear reading is nice.
It is. Good stuff.
I enjoy some fiction, but I find myself now almost exclusively reading nonfiction. But it has more to do with my school and interests and stuff than anything else.
I read The Catcher in the Rye once, but I stopped reading it about 2/3 of the way through because I was what's the word? Very tired.
Bored.
No, I was identifying with the character, and I didn't want to find out what happened at the end because I didn't want to ruin the experience for me of actually connecting with a fiction book. So I stopped reading it.
That's an interesting way to see it. What was so disconcerting about empathizing or like getting involved in a fake world?
Because it's not real. It served no purpose.
It serves entertainment purpose, perhaps. Experiential purpose. Hold on, I gotta go check the macaroni.
So what's up, Ken?
The sky, empty space,
Yeah.
void,
I see a
my
ceiling.
non-existent hair.
Ceiling tiles.
Yeah. Let's talk less about what's up and what we're gonna make happen. How's that? Let's make something happen. Where'd you get the hat from?
Amazon. It's the brand Obey. The guy.
So you're buying off of Amazon and you're buying brands in particular. Why are you doing that? What's that for?
Well, it's made by Shepard Perry, the guy who did the Obama Hope poster, and I do like to support companies who like help help with causes and whatnot. And I like the way it looks. I have another one I can wear.
What's your name, hat and glasses guy?
I'm Josh. I like to wear this.
Josh?
Yeah. Josh. I like when I find something I like, I buy like duplicates of it, so I don't ever run out in case they start making. Where are my friends coming back? 3:10. I'm gonna get my driver's license renewed next month. No, wait. In June. Oh, some good news, Ken. I don't know if you care or not, but I used to have hepatitis C, and I was one step under cirrhosis, and I got on these new meds, these direct-acting antivirals. There's two of them out right now, and they cure you 96% of the time. And at 12 weeks post-treatment, you get your viral load tested, and you're considered cured. But the manufacturer switched it because there were people that were relapsing, changed it to 6 months. And because of my brother, I've been so busy. I've gone in to see my hepatologist in like a year, almost a year and a half actually. And I went in last Thursday to have my liver pin enzymes checked, and they were totally within range, and I had my viral load checked, and I'm completely undetected after a year and 16 weeks. I'm like cured. My liver,
Awesome.
because she felt my liver, and she said she noticed a significant drop in stiffness of my liver, which means it's not nearly as inflamed as it used to be. It's within normal range now. But I have to get an ultrasound every 6 months because I was an F3, which is a grading scale for liver damage. F4 is cirrhosis. And when you're an F3, you're at risk for liver cancer. So I have to get my liver scanned every 6 months to make sure I don't have liver cancer. And I always get scared before that. I got to make it a point to do it and putting it off. But he says my liver's probably like healed a bunch since it's been like a year and a half. So I'm not really as scared as I used to be.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, I'm glad my insurance paid for the meds because 12 weeks of it goes for like $120,000. It was ridiculous.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's kind of wrong in my opinion. But my insurance paid for it, luckily. It'll probably be sporadic then.
Yeah, that's why people that completely avoid fat are going to make themselves pretty dumb if they don't supplement with something.
People that are what? Fat?
Well, it's people that don't eat fat, right? Because if they avoid like all fats, they're not going to be able to have any neurogenesis.
Who does that? Who
I eat lean meats and greens mostly.
Who avoids fats?
People that are dumb and think that fat makes them fat.
Mm-hmm.
That still exists?
Yeah, some people still fucking think that.
Caloric intake is the way to go.
Yeah.
If you're trying to watch your weight.
Low carbs is the way to go.
Well, if you're trying to lose weight quickly, but caloric intake is how much physical activity you do is the best way to lose weight safely. But I do avoid carbs. I eat very little bread, very little sugar. I eat mainly just like lean meats and greens. I love Brussels sprouts, asparagus, good stuff. Eat a lot of chicken. I eat steak once in a while, but they say to avoid red meats, but I don't really avoid them as much as I should because I like steak. And the brain is very very crazy organ. Neuroplasticity and pruning are two very significant factors in your brain health. You prune mostly when you're young, though. When you're young, when your brain is developing. But where I live, we have well water, and we had the guy come out to test our water filtration system, and we had been drinking for the last year and a half like 50% more lead than the EPA allows. And, yeah, and I feel like my memory has like suffered because of it.
I've been trying to get my parents. They have a well straight into a mountain, basically, mountain reservoir, and they got it tested when they first moved in, and everything was within like safety regulations and stuff.
Mm.
But it's dynamic geological area, right? So I try and get them to test it again, but they're getting old, and it's hard for them to remember shit. I should just go up there and collect the sample myself and like bring it over to the testing people.
You said you live in Alabama? Oh, you live in Nashville.
Colorado.
All right.
So close, kind of.
There's no fracking going on near you then.
Not in the so where I live right now, where I'm going to college, there is. But up where they live, no. It's not in that area of the mountains. Like,
yeah, I saw a story about this guy in Texas who's he had a water pump, and he could catch his water on fire because there was so much methane
Jesus
leaking into his water supply. Fracking that was going on nearby.
You keep making faces over there, Ken.
Ken doesn't like me very much, I don't think.
I think he doesn't.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Put that burden on me. Jesus. I'm just over here on fucking Facebook doing other stuff because you were having a conversation. I don't think Ken likes me very much. I think you're looking for problems. You need a hobby.
I'm just self-conscious.
Marjay, I'm not sure that it's true that I love everyone, but I probably don't utilize the mental energy towards actively hating anyone.
Oh, that's a waste of energy. That's a total waste of mental energy. I don't hate anybody because, like, I can't imagine someone like acting in a way that would endanger their relations with other people proactively. So there must be something wrong mentally with them. So I end up like not feeling bad for them, but like trying to understand why they are the way they are. And that gives me the inability to hate because I know that there's something wrong with them that makes them act in a way that makes me, like averse to them. Like my father, for instance.
I was going to say that's basically how I approach INTPs. I'm just like, go into the conversation knowing that they're broken in a particular way. Okay.
Damn it, Ken. I'm letting all these things slide, but it's starting to build up.
And the worst part about it is I only come in here when I'm in the best of moods.
I am sorry. It is not my intention to make
I know.
you
I'm just teasing.
I'm talking to Josh. Fuck you.
Oh, no. That's cool. I'm choosing to believe you that you don't dislike me or hate me. Well, you may dislike me, but you don't hate me.
Right.
I don't know. I can't. I'm not a mind reader. If I were, I'd get along way better with people. They expect you to be.
Yeah, I think you'd be surprised at the kind of people who did hate you, but I think you'd be surprised more at how many people were like worried when you just assumed they weren't worried about shit.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm like a lazy friend. Like I have a lot of I have a lot of I have a lot of friends, but I don't ever talk to them.
Mhm.
And then they just stop. They worry about me, and then I don't ever call them back, and then they stop calling, and then I assume they don't like me anymore. But it's not the case. But like I don't have the mental energy to keep up with. I don't want to. I just don't have it in me to deal with a lot of people or whatever.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
It's tiring. It physically and mentally, but it's physically tiring to me to socialize. It's like I feel a responsibility to be a certain way in front of people. Like I have to act, and I'm not a good actor. Like I was telling him earlier, like people expect you to like lie to them all the time, you know, and I can't lie because if I try, it's all over my face, and they know I'm lying, and it comes off as sarcastic. It's like people want you to lie to them, but they not only want you to lie to them, they want a fucking Oscar-winning performance when you're doing it. And
Josh, I cannot express the level, the depths to which I love you, Josh. Josh,
or
you mean the world to me.
Or I won't continue with you because you are my friend. Or whatever. I don't know. or I like what you're wearing. It looks great.
No,
You look wonderful.
Josh, no, that doesn't make you look fat.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
You look wonderful. Go out looking just the way you are.
Put on the bag. I don't have the bag anymore. I had a character that I called Thaddeus Clavar.
Yeah.
And I would put a bag on my head and I'd start talking in a particular voice and I'd just ramble on about whatever, really. I mean, it was vaguely based off of Tom Hardy,
I don't know who that is, but
the guy who played Bane.
okay. I was forced to watch that movie once.
Oh, were you handcuffed?
Well, I had a roommate.
Were you shackled to the FE?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the unfortunate thing. Is it's like fucking people are like, no, please, INTP, give me the FE, and you're like, but I need you to give it to me.
I have the capacity to love. Like, I can pour out love like in gallons, but I have to be sure that love is reciprocated, and I'm never quite sure. And you can't be sure, and I know that logically, and that's
a common tragedy of the INTP that a lot of us seem to have expressed to one degree or another.
and
It was like deep emotional well that we would love to express, but
when
levels of anxiety and fear about trust and shit makes it difficult.
When I do let my guard down, I let my guard down, and it all comes out because I've been holding it in for so long because I don't know how to. I don't trust people with my emotions, I guess.
Yeah. It's a scary place to be. Like, for example, with Ken right now.
He did open up to me a bit more. He's like, let's see where this goes, Ken. And I was like, oh shit, you're giving me power? I'm not gonna abuse that.
Fucking kid. And then I found out what he's into, and I'm like, fuck.
I wish nothing more. I grapple with this because like I value my logic above everything, but I would give anything to be a feeler because I know they have it easier. I know they do.
No. The grass looks greener. I mean, it's that fucking. It's like you want what you don't have.
Yeah,
But if you had to give up your thinking
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
to have the feeling, I mean, like imagine knowing that there was shit you didn't know, but you weren't the greatest at knowing that shit.
But I know, but I value the fact that I know that I don't know everything, and I'm always in search of the truth, and I will be the first person to admit I'm wrong when I'm wrong because the idea of spreading misinformation scares me.
Mm-hmm.
You must be really uncomfortable with the idea of relative truth.
Holy shit! Taylor kidnapped someone.
Relative truth. I
Is Taylor even there? It's like
wrestle with that because
Someone like broke into his house.
because I know that our senses, our five senses, are all relative, based on the state of our eyes, our ears, our tongue, our nose, our skin. They could be damaged; we wouldn't know it, and the way our brain interprets the incoming stimuli from our five senses. And what I see as green, you could see as red, and we wouldn't know the difference. And that bothers me, but I realize that's the truth.
See, where I'm kind of at right now is that the very fact that I can observe other people experiencing a different reality than my own, right? I can see and they express how their reality is different. To me, that is demonstrable evidence that we live in a, plurality of truth, right? And that you have to acknowledge that all the time, and that our internal truth framework, right, like TI as we call it here, is inherently subjective. So,
one of my philosophy professors once called me. He tried to describe me. He said I was an epistemological Socratic subjectivist.
that's really funny because I think if somebody could describe me, they'd describe me as an epistemological fuckboy.
Well, maybe you are. I've got to be up in 2 hours and 19 minutes.
well,
Log that NTP sleep.
There will be no sleep.
doesn't need sleep. Yeah, cocaine.
Not anymore, not unless Bernadette comes back.
I wonder what happened to Taylor's captive.
Who knows? Maybe Taylor is the captive.
Nah, that dude was blonde. I think he might have been Taylor's endeavors at experimentation.
Wow. What are you trying to say here?
What I'm trying to say is that dude's blonde. I don't know. My brain made the correlation that maybe, as I said, well, no, exactly what I said. With experimentation, he's branching off, but he wants to keep at least something familiar to Katie, so he kept the blonde hair.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going.
If the vagina's not going to be there, Yep.
This guy I can get along with. He understands me.
Mm-hmm. Kitty cat.
Kitty. Okay, fine.
Asshole. He's like, he understands me, this son of a bitch.
Animals are so much better than people.
Why do you leave your sticker on your hat?
Because it came with it.
I mean, I know that it's like the socially acceptable thing to do, but
Because it came with it. I like to leave things in their original form.
do you leave your tags on all your clothes?
I knew you were going to ask that. No, because this does not touch my skin.
Hmm.
Hello, Malapa. Hadagada.
So he is your captain.
That looks real. should we inform the authorities? That looked like a hostage video or something.
Now the body's gone.
The Durka Zurka.
Ukraine. So Mr. Putin's direction of Russia is a direct security threat to the United States.
Are you ever concerned that by receiving all your information through the news, that you might have a distorted view of reality?
Yeah.
And the case against that is the law.
But-
Turns it up.
But
I'm committed to my distortion.
I mean, I read a variety of sources.
Oh no, I'm sure. I'm just messing with you.
I try to stay away from hyper partisan conservative sources, though. I will read the National Review once in a while.
I find myself wanting to find a variety of sources, and sometimes, like the only reason I will watch like public television, like news, like 24-hour news, like that kind of stuff, is when I want to figure out how things are being portrayed, because that's also valuable information, right? That's an important aspect of because other people take it very seriously, so knowing about it helps keep you informed, right?
I watch MSNBC mostly, and I don't watch Fox News because they're clearly biased.
Well, isn't MSNBC also?
It is, but the new guy that's running it is moving it to the right.
Oh, are they under new management?
Yeah. I like to read Reuters, and BBC, and
Yeah, I try and get news from a variety of different countries, so I get a global perspective. And it also helps me keep in mind, like, when news in the U.S. is distorted, it helps me, like, keep based in that sense.
yeah.
But sometimes you have to actually translate from other sites because the U.S., like, the English sites, are kind of, like, geared towards, like, English-speaking audience, obviously.
I like social commentary from Chomsky. I'm a big Chomsky fan. He usually cuts through the bullshit.
I like listening to like geopolitical podcasts and stuff because they are realpolitik about it instead of like, just surface level.
Honestly, watching the news is almost like a drug to me. It's almost more like a compulsion than an information grabbing endeavor. Like I leave it on MSNBC all day, and then I switch to CNN once in a while when I watch the boring news. But MSNBC has turned. They've gotten rid of most of their commentary shows. Their commentary shows